All right, all right. This is day 3 of me recording content, 21 days in a row. This video topic is going to be on the type of content you need to be recording if you own, in this case, a automotive shop. Now, the principles do apply for most, if not all, local-based, service-based businesses. Automotive shops we work with all across the country, and this is the framework that we use that clients pay me and our team, Storyline Marketing, to therefore film for 2 days and then make advertisements for on a day-to-day basis, at least twice a month for 6 months, if not more. So number one, if you have a automotive shop and you've got 1 bay, you've got 2 bays, you've got 8 bays, you've got 10 bays, and you service vehicles every single day, Monday through Friday, Monday through Saturday, if not 7 days a week, you need to have cameras available inside of your facility where it's either in the background or you have cameras mounted in the background, you have somebody filming the different jobs that you receive every single day, because every single job that you work on, if it's the same vehicle or if it's the different vehicle but the same job, that is a job to be advertised to the public so you can attract more people like those individuals that have that car. So many shops make the mistake of thinking they just need to take one photo, one video. It needs to be a regular basis thing where you're just simply showing what shows up in your bays, and therefore you're giving highlights of what is being worked on in your bays, and then you're simply putting a call to action: call us if you need this. If every shop owner started to do this and they mentioned the actual diagnosis of what that car was having an issue with and what was fixed, you would attract a lot more people online just organically, where they would visit your Facebook page, your Instagram, your TikTok, and then they would be incentivized to call because they might see their vehicle and say, hey, this shop works on my vehicle, and so I need to call them for them to work on mine because I blatantly see that's what they're working on. So that's number one. Number two, if you have technicians and they are answering redundant questions on a daily, weekly basis, they need to be answering the questions that they're getting on the phones from consumers on cameras like this, where a camera's set up and then I'm answering the phone like, hey, this is Shawn Severs for Autoworks, how may I help you? And you're getting 10 questions about, do you guys offer payment plans? Do you guys do 21-point inspections? How much are these services? You need to be answering these very specific questions, and these need to be addressed on the camera like this. So if you own a shop and your shop is called Maryland Auto Care, you need to say, so a lot of you guys have been asking every day we walk in, we get at least 5 inquiries of people asking, what is our basis of a lube? What's the cost of an oil change? What's the cost to get, a radiator leak repaired? What's the general cost? And you need to address that, whether it's a range or it's a range of price or it's a direct price. You're going to be able to do a few of the following things. You're going to be able to weed out people that aren't looking to pay. Number one, if you address that on camera and what things changing every single week, you're going to be able to make a statement every single week, like you might watch a football game and someone gets injured. The media covers that injury, what might be happening, the actual locker room interviews, and that is the media leading up to the day of the football game, the basketball game, the soccer game. This is the same principles that apply to your business, that it should apply to your business. And so that's number two. So again, if you have bays, you need to be recording what's coming into your shop, and then also you need to be talking and you need to be making it standard. If you have service managers, you have service techs, you have lube techs, and you need to give someone the responsibility to be filming the advertisements that come in. Now, a lot of you guys might be at capacity where you're like, I can't handle any more work. Your next step is you need to therefore reach out and have somebody hired that their responsibility is to film the things that come in. because Storyline Marketing currently has clients that has their technicians and their managers filming. And the next phase for them is to get somebody in-house like we do for our longtime client, Anthony Montoya. So he has a in-house media management team where he has somebody that films the jobs that come in every day. He films every day. He puts it in a folder for us to receive. And we make advertisements every single month based off the content that he's made, besides the stuff that we go out when we visit him personally and we film the things that we advertise. But he gives us so much to work with, and his main job is to film what is being worked on, because every job filmed is another job to be sold. Remember that every job filmed is another job to be sold. So this is the value you need to see in the compound of being consistent with this, regardless if it feels redundant. You're going to go home and watch TV anyway. You need to be the TV network for people that might want and need your services, but you need to be committed and consistent in what you're presenting to them and showing them that you guys are busy, you guys are responsive, and you guys have a variety of vehicles that you work on. Whether you're at a performance shop and you want people to jump on the dyno and they want to go ahead and get some performance, some tune-ups as far as for their vehicle, or you just want somebody to come in and actually help them get their 21-point inspection, transmission fluid change, whatever the case may be consistent in what you're sharing. And so again, we can help you do that and structure that where you know what to capture and what to get with the Storyline Marketing team, where we're now finally teaching what we're implementing, which has been mainly a word of mouth client basis. So if that's interesting to you, click the link above below. But we have one more topic that we're going to hit on. And if we want to extend this, leave a comment below and we will go into more elements that you can film that's going to help you do one of two things: increase your revenue and help you recruit more individuals when it comes to better technicians, better employees based on your vision for your shop. And so lastly, the third thing, and I just mentioned it, is filming. So we mentioned if you have bays and the jobs that come in on a daily, weekly basis, you need to be filming those. Number two, you need to answer the constant questions your customer service reps get on the phone all the time and make videos on that. And number three, if you are struggling to have great technicians and a great culture and holding it intact, where you want to attract great talent, you need to bring emphasis to the great leadership and the great structure that you have inside your facility. Now, no shop is perfect. This is one thing that I've dealt with all of 2024. There's a lot of shops that have issues with hiring the right people because the leadership isn't necessarily aligned. Now, this is for those that feels that their shop is trending upwards and they have some positives that they can leverage. So if you have a decent environment where people want to work there, you need to be paying attention to that and you need to capture the work environment. So going back to the point of filming what's happening. So right now I'm wearing a microphone. This is a DJI microphone that I got with this camera, and I film the interactions when I go see clients. Like I was just in Austin, Texas. And in Austin, Texas, I went there and I asked the service manager questions and as well as the technicians questions. And then we also had customers come in. And I didn't just get them working on the jobs that came in, but I also was asking them specific questions, and what was being said on camera was the most important thing. Asking them what was being done and how it's done and why it's done and what makes their shop different are the things that I got answers to, and ultimately is going to help me sell their shop in their environment to gain the trust of locals that might not have as much devoted trust into automotive businesses. Because example, I have a advertising agency, and you're watching this and let's say you've hired an advertising agency and it was a negative experience. They didn't have experience. They weren't credible. They lied. Whatever they did to you, you're skeptical. So the same reasoning of why you're skeptical and why I'm making these videos is I'm here to build rapport with you so you know who to choose and who is the obvious choice, who you can trust. consumers need to trust automotive shops. They need home service businesses. They need these essential businesses in America that really make America thrive and go around. But the one way you're going to make that difference is it's not posting generic photos. It's not posting, video that has no relation to anybody inside of the business. It needs to show the type of environment that's inside of there. So not only that's going to help build trust with the consumers, but it's also going to build trust with people that might be looking to have a second flame in the automotive industry. There's people that are good workers, but they're looking for good environments. And that's the difference in 2024 going into 2025. You must have an environment that people want to be a part of. And if you do, and you have a positive environment, you have an open form of communication from shop owners, from service manager to the base level of employees, and you advertise that and you show that interaction, the smiles, the overall open line of communication, that has led to our clients attracting people that said, hey, I'm really interested as a welder. I'm really interested as a master technician of getting back in the industry because I saw your advertisements talking about the clients that we work with. We have been responsible for not only increasing revenue for automotive shops, but we're responsible for increasing the quality of workers that come in and most importantly, stay within the facility. Now, I'm a marketer. I am not a shop owner. However, I do come from the background of a shop owner. And one of the things that we're doing that we're excited for is we're turning clients into mentors. So Anthony Montoya, as I mentioned before, Anthony Montoya is a shop owner that we've helped grow from $550,000 in a year. Last year he did $1.2 million, and this year he's closing in on maybe $1.6 to $1.8 million in revenue. And we've been advertising consistently, gradually raising his budget, raising the quality and standard of his storytelling. And he's now looking to get a second location, maybe a half hour or hour away from him. And so these components that I'm sharing with you are examples of what he's implemented on the marketing side while we run his advertisements, as well as he's been increasing his leadership. He's been better improving his operations. And so he's now turning into a mentor where he's part of the Storyline Marketing team, where he wants to help shop owners like yourself, where again, if you're struggling financially, where you don't have the right markup on prices and parts and labor, he has that locked down. In September, he did $166,000 in revenue in Gallup, New Mexico. For those who don't know, that's in a very small town of 20,000 people. His county is McKinley County, 80,000 people. And he did almost 170 grand with a car count of only 135 cars that came in. Again, 166 grand with just a car count total of 135 cars that he serviced that month. And there's clients that we work with that have more vehicles that come in on a monthly basis and their revenues half that amount. And that is the issues that we're solving here with our partnership and our clients that we work with, where we're not only looking to get more revenue for clients, but we're finding out they need better leadership, better mentorship, so they understand how to fully optimize their business. And so Anthony is our first client to mentor, that he's going to help you align your operations while we align your story with your marketing. So those are the three things that we've implemented. Those are just three. If you guys are interested and you're hearing this and you're loving this and you want to get more details and feedback of how you can optimize your business, leave a comment below. Where's your business? What industry you're in? And where are you looking to improve as 2024 closes and 2025 opens? So like the video, subscribe, and until next time.